rock, I think there's less river crossings and points you turn then. I was about to say like a gazelle. A really sick injured one.
Steve, if you can just stop there and tell me, just spot me past these logs, because I can't see either bits.
Come on. Keep coming, keep coming. Hard left, left. Yep, keep coming. Straighten up now. That's it, beautiful job. And you're through.
Thank you very much.
Left, Frank, I said left and she actually went left. Come on, Lucy, Michael's not going to make that turn. Come on, the thick gazelle could get through that.
Had lunch. Where am I in that small spot on roughly 420. Big enough for a few cars. See how we go. Done roughly, I think, 33 of the 53 crossings. Might open up a little bit more now. I'm not 100% sure, just there's more camping spots marked on the map. So we'll see how we go. It's beautiful. I mean, it's still one of the iconic drives. Jesus, brakes. Even if kind of anything of any difficulty has been removed. Give it a couple of years and it will have probably some difficult bits added back into it. Just get the brakes working. There we go. Not sure what's around this corner, so we'll go a bit slower. Unexpected drop after that little whoopsie there. Bit unexpected. Have to see how we go with this video, because as you know, I'm going to do the whole thing. We don't edit, cut out any bits, just focus on the interesting bits. You get to see the whole thing if you can be bothered to watch the whole video. That's what it is. If you want the highlights, then there's plenty of people who put highlights videos up at these kind of places. Oh, hill climb, yay! checked how much time I had left on the memory card. That would be good, wouldn't it? Can't believe it was that long. So here's another
big rocks there.
Yeah, so they must just dig it out of the ground to put it on the track. Potentially, I don't know if they've finished, but
One of the rock steps just over around the corner.
Okay, let's go down to one. Let's do this nice and slow. Bit of a hole in the middle there, so I'm going to kind of straddle that rock ledge. Rock. It's not really. Oh, 4. It's probably the wrong gear. Yeah, I wonder if they'll turn the kind of bits where they've cut into the land to get the rock, I wonder if they'll turn those into little camping spots. That would be nice. Because they can't fill them in. The whole point is that they didn't want to bring stuff down here, I'm assuming. Third. Little rut there, but nothing to worry about. In the wet, you'll probably just slip into it, but all good. I do try to not drive up people's backsides, but the car just likes to go. I don't like to brake. But again, bags of rock has been added. It will take a while for major. What will happen is there'll just be little holes developing just on the entry and exit at the water level, I think is what will happen. You can kind of already start to see it. But when that starts to get difficult, people will just backfill with some rocks. Right, apparently there's a camping spot coming up here. This is around Ford 16. Let's have a look.
Lucy, that puddle is quite steep. Just be careful on the way in.
Copy that.
It is very steep.
Around it. Mud. Ah!
All good.
We're just having a look at who's got the dirtiest car. I've got one of the cleanest cars because going nice and slow through the mud. Crossing was obviously okay. I don't think this one looks like it's had much work on it.
Bit rocky on the way out, but just keep on the accelerator, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that was the rockiest crossing because it's had no work done on it. Right, well apparently there's a campground around here somewhere. Apparently there's a campground around here somewhere. Maybe it's been reclaimed by the bush. That's not it.
turn that into one. Right, so the campground at Ford 16 does not exist. In there, that will probably come out. Can't see the track. There's that hole there. Right, very good. Oh, that looks a bit rocky. This is a little bit better. A little bit more thinking involved. Dozers didn't get this far. Ugh, mud. Ugh. Yuck. Might just go in it. Doesn't smell. Goodness. Far from the bit that scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. Ford number 7. So what I actually want to do is just to make sure I've got enough time on the old camera up on the roof. I'm just stopping for a second.
Copy.
Bags at a time. Okay. Quite steep. Got my Endman 1.
On the descent to the next river crossing, just first kilo range.
Managing to hit my underbody on some rocks, which I'm not enjoying. Ooh, that's a nice deep one. That was a nice deep one.
Yeah, there's one coming up as well that you just can't see over the edge, so first kilo range again.
It does seem like they've not got quite this far. Oh shit, yeah, okay. There's kilo range. Can't even see the track. There we go, that was fine. Bit of a muddy hole developing on the exit here. What are we on? Ford 10 or something. That way. Go. Second half is definitely more interesting. If I was going to do this, I'd want to do it this way. Because the first half has got nothing, whereas this is a little bit better. Like, it's obviously still had work done on it, but there's definitely a little bit more mud holes and did want to see the muddy ruts and you couldn't be bothered to watch the Haunted Stream video that's already on the channel, which I totally understand, if you go in the everything and anything playlist, there's a video I did called Isolation Dreaming, which is all snippets. I was in isolation, I was bored in lockdown, and it shows sections of the muddy ruts that we all did. Or even there might be a trip report called Haunted Stream. Maybe watch that. That will show you a bit about what it used to be like, and it will even show you, don't get me wrong, I edited out I think the bit of Carmen saying get your feet off the brakes, but that will show you what it was like. Oh, big hole there. Big rock. I'm just going to go straight over that. Oof. Don't know why I brace myself for impact. Yeah, the big muddy ruts have gone. I'm going to say the big muddy ruts have gone, Carmen, because they were before the death drop off the side, which we're coming up to right now.
Steep little climb, this one.
Well, the bit where I nearly died is coming down this on the other side. There's a stick sticking out on the left hand side on this climb, Darren, that's going to get you. Not gonna lie, I can feel my heart.
That's good, right, Lucy?
Look, they've graded it. Let me have a look. Oh, it's been graded out. The death drop has been graded out. A little bit.
Stick got me.
Little bit of me is devastated by that. Just here. All of this has been cleared. Oh, it's totally different. Wow. Okay.
That one in the water would be interesting. It was.
Just here. There was rocks right here in the way. Oh.
Yeah, they've ruined a bit of the fun, haven't they?
Yeah. A little bit of break. Just on there. Oh, nothing. It's gone. All the fun is gone. Wow, massive change. No big muddy ruts. Wow. It's funny because that was one of the scariest moments in my four-wheel driving life. Had a couple. Nearly fell off a gully on the snow trip. But that was scary. That was one of the few times where I've sat there and gone, I want to get out. I just don't want to go down there. And it's gone. It's way wider, so it's much less scary. You can stay well over to the left. The big massive rocks that you had to get over, which was part of the navigation, they've gone. You just drive straight, just take it slow, low one, easy. got a little bit of shaly stuff on the track because obviously they've graded it. Whereas when you did it, when Carmen made me take my feet off the brakes, as soon as you got over and you were down, there was bags of grip. It's like you wouldn't have any problems with traction lower down. It was just that bit right at the top. But yeah, it's still an enjoyable track, but it's definitely in the dry beginner level. In the wet, that might be interesting, but I still think that would be fine in the wet, especially coming down it, just be slippy. Going up, you might struggle a little bit with grip, but I still reckon there was bags of grip in there. Definitely not the track it used to be, but it will be one day soon. It will be back. Just get the traffic over it and it will get back, and then they'll grade it again, and it, you know, it's a cycle, isn't it? There's a kind of a life cycle.
The stick poking out, it's poking its head out on the left hand side as you come around a bit.
Oh yeah, seen. Call that a branch. Where are we? We're coming into somewhere called Dogtown, which apparently we can camp at. Battery and boiler in poor condition. I've ever seen it.
Watch out, there's another post there, mate. Yeah, man, I'll get my eyes open. It's on the left hand side, seriously.
Steve drove into a gate post. That you couldn't see. What have we got oncoming?
No, there's a track on my right. I'm not taking it, but just wanted to have a quick consult.
Oh no. Oh yeah, Moomba Spur track. It's up there.
The one in front of us is saying it's continue on is a black diamond. Moomba Spur track's not even on my rooftop maps. Come on, hey mate, we've become part of that track. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Everyone's staying left.
On my rooftops it does have that track marked as track is scrubby and rarely used.
That's fine. Extended. I'm going to pass the post, Darren. Oh, I can sleep tonight, thank you. I almost put it on the seat, making sure I was away from it, but I got past it alright. It was slightly hidden to the left there a bit, wasn't it? Man, that other one I could not even see it, but yeah, I was too far across, probably daydreaming a little bit. Just so you know, there's a gate post with Alpha Gate on it just coming up.
Yeah, gates on the other side. There's a few gates along here.
Ah, Lucy! Charlie's continued left. Hey to Charlie.
There's a few gates on here. Like I said at the start, it is a seasonal gate closure. The ones that we've gone through on the track
Look like a fun track.
are not marked on my rooftop map.
Go back.
But there is kind of the main closure gate.
It's intelligent park.
Looks like it's
Got it marked as medium.
by the campground marked as Sterling. So there's a campground marked on the map around here somewhere as well.
The track is actually to the right.
So I'm not convinced that that campground exists anymore either.
Couple of cars here, I think they're hunters.
Maybe they're in. It's called Dogtown. Maybe if you can find a spot to pull over on that last crossing, I think there was some spots, then just maybe pull over till we know what's going on. What's he doing, Michael? Is he getting his gun?
It looks like it, yes. Coming, guys.
Thank you!
There are 4 more cars parked up a bit further on.
I'm in 2. And yeah, so I think we're past the campground marked Dogtown. I did not see anything. And this was my recollection of Haunted Stream, that there literally was nowhere to camp, even though if you're on this map, any of the rooftop maps, there looks like there's loads. There really isn't.
Big hole just as you come around the bend there, loose.
Oh. Managed to go in reverse for a minute then. This second section from when we stopped for lunch I think is more interesting than the first section.
Yep, just over front. On this side. Up there.
Second campground coming up according to rooftops at 4-2, just around here somewhere. Oh. And let's go into 1. Bit of a step down there. you won't even notice it coming up. Big rock in the middle. Bit of a step there. Nice and rocky. Bit of a fun angle. Whoa, what a beautiful view down there. Oh, it's gonna get a bit more sketchy there. Ooh, brakes, come on brakes, pay attention. So, I think we're past the bit where it said there was a campground. Nothing. Yeah, nothing there. Too close to Michael. Like if you hit this track late, Steve and I were watching, I've got a YouTube channel, I will admit, I don't actually watch much YouTube. I just don't have time, but we did watch a video from some guys from South Australia, Sidetracked. And they came and did Haunted Stream, and they must have done it around a similar time as to when I did it last, because it was very similar, and they hit the track expecting to be able to camp along it, so they ended up pretty much doing some of the track in the dark, because what they expected to be a campground wasn't a campground, and I think they stayed at that one where we stopped for lunch. So yeah, there really isn't. Oh, that's a bit gonna be a sketchy angle. There is not much here. Which is a shame, really. You know, it's a beautiful river. It would be nice to just stop, camp, relax on it. Still trying to get over my disappointment that the muddy ruts have gone and the big hill of death.
The car parked on the left as you come around the corner.
Oh yeah, Hunter. Leave that at the guy.
Copy.
So yeah, I mean, even for the hunters, there's not really that many places for them to stop and allow other members of the public through.
Hear the dogs going up?
I did not. Yeah.
Sounds like they're up that hill to the left.
Plenty of wood around.
Got Whiskey's attention.
Well, gun ready. Surely he's expecting a deer to pop out down there at some stage soon.